May 8th, 2008. I'm here in Austria right now, driving through the Austrian Alps. I'm going to be flying out today with British Airways out of the airport in Salzburg, Austria, which is very famous as being Mozart's birth town. And on my way there, I'm actually on a beautiful mountain drive here in the Austrian area of the Salzkammergut, which is most famous internationally for being the area where Sound of Music was filmed. And I am here on quite a spectacular road, actually, that connects me through the high Austrian Alps between the towns of Bad Aussee and Hallstatt. And I thought I would film here a little bit to give you an idea of what the area looks like. Now, just a kilometer ago or so, there was a sign saying that there's lots of curves, so I have to be a little bit careful here, because sort of going back and forth, left to right, but nevertheless, an absolutely gorgeous mountain panorama on a gorgeous day. This weekend is a long weekend in Austria. It's a religious Catholic holiday called Pentecost. Oh yeah. Now we're coming into the Hallstatt area of the Salzkammergut, and it looks like we're coming into the village already. And the river actually that connects both of these areas here is the so-called Traun. I actually just saw a bunch of, let me give you a view on this side as well. I saw a bunch of kayakers just now, maybe 15 kilometers ago, getting ready to get into the river. It must be absolutely freezing because the mountains are still covered with snow here. So it's a great area here because there's lots of opportunity for all sorts of sports. Hiking, mountain climbing, biking, all sorts of stuff. And in the winter, of course, all the winter sports, skiing, cross-country skiing, wonderful alpine skiing throughout the whole area is really close. And the town that I'm approaching now, Hallstatt, has actually been settled since ancient times, I think since the Stone Age, actually. There have been some ancient cultures that have been living here, and we're approaching a village now called Obertraun, as you can see. And speed limits here in Austria are 50 kilometers inside villages, so we'll slow down a little, going 60 right now. And yes, it's a very, very historic area, actually, and the other thing that it's famous for is the salt mines. This whole area is actually called Salzkammergut, which means the estate of the salt mines. So there's actually salt deposits in these mountains here that have been mined, I think, for 2,000 or 3,000 years. So you can definitely see that this is a very culturally significant area. Let me give you a look out the window on this side into the sun. Looking around on this side here. And I will come back to you in a little bit when I get closer to the village of Hallstatt, which is probably one of the most famous images that you can ever see of Austria, because it's this famous mountain village on a lake with the steep, steep mountains that's just patched against the mountain. And I think once I get there and you have a look at it, you will definitely recognize it. So I will come back in just a few minutes.